Guess what we're doing tonight? Going to a Sabres game. Kylie's third hockey game. What do you think? Love our students. They're so awesome. Are you ready for some hockey, pretty girl? Watching hockey. Good morning. So, I have no baby food made, so we are going to use some pre-made stuff today. Whoa, mangoes. She likes this. Yeah, are you hungry? Today we have her 6-month checkup, which means shots, and I'm not really excited about that, but gotta keep her healthy. So, it will be okay. Right? We're gonna eat breakfast, and then, sorry to let the dogs out. So after we go to the doctor's, we're going to go to the mall to get her an outfit for Santa Claus. I don't think today is going to be the day that we see Santa because she's probably going to be a little bit fussy after we get shots, but maybe tomorrow. And then definitely not Thursday because Thursday's Thanksgiving, so I figured I'd try and get there before Thursday, but we'll see how this week plans out, right? Right? I tried to feed her some mangoes, and she wasn't having it. She wanted to nurse. So I don't know if she's going to be the picky kid. My husband isn't picky, he's just more of like a meat and potatoes kind of guy. And then my stepdaughter, she'll really eat just whatever you give her for the most part. So far, like, she started off really good, and then ever since she got sick from eating bananas, she just isn't feeling, I guess, maybe the texture. And I've added the breast milk to make it, you know, a thinner texture or an easier consistency, but she just wants to nurse. She's content with nursing. And there's days where, like, she'll eat because she's hungry, because I know she's growing and she needs more to fill up. But if she's not, like, starving, she'll just eat whatever I got milk-wise and just be good with that. So I definitely have to ask the doctor about that today. And I'm not really worried about it. She's getting the nutrients that she needs. But at the same time, it's like I want her really to start trying foods because this is the time that babies start eating, you know, other things. But now I think she's tired because we've been up since 6, a little before 6, and now it's 8. And usually like 2 hours she'll take her first nap. So it's definitely nap time. So I'm going to try and prep my breakfast here real quick because we do have her appointment at 10:30. So I just want to make sure I can get everything set before we get out the door. Are your kids picky? Were they picky? What did you do to make things easier, or how did you do things so that they would eat solids? Comment below. Also, does anyone have these blinds in their door? See this? They're broken. This is probably the 5th time it's happened since we lived here in a month. And you just push this little thing right here, and they open and close. You're like, oh, that's really neat, you know, like they're not gonna get dust in them, they're really convenient. But, see this? I pull it all the way up, and they're broken. So, I don't know how to fix it. You can't fix it because there's glass. See, they're in the glass? I don't know. My husband said work on it today, but I can't seem to figure it out. We're all bundled up and ready for the cold. Are you ready to go to the doctor's? Kylie? Hey, here we go. We're at the doctor's, right? Say hi. Leftover sushi for lunch, yum. Hi, pretty girl. How are you doing? Are you feeding yourself? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Does that food feel good on your gummies, huh? Hey. Yum. Good job. Are you eating mango? Yeah. On a side note, I've been getting some pretty good sleep lately. She's been sleeping through the night. Why are my eyes so dark? Any beauty tips out there, mamas? Please fill me in. Comment below. So I totally had this envisioned differently to do this, but Miss Little Lady here had 4 shots and 1 by mouth, so she's going to need some attention right now, which is totally fine, so I can talk through it. So let's talk about Kylie's 6-month update. I cannot believe she's 6 months already. I kept saying at her 2-month checkup, at her 4-month checkup, oh, I'm going to do an update or, you know, kind of go in a detailed little video about her checkup, but I never got time to do it. I'm just winded. I'm running downstairs for a second, sorry. So, she is 16 pounds, which is in the 46th percentile. She is 28.15 inches, which is in the 97th percentile. So since she was born, they've said, you know, she's going to be tall, she's in the 95 plus percentile, and then her head circumference is 42.5 inches, which is the 46th percentile. I've noticed that every checkup from 2, 4, and 6 months, she's growing 2 inches every 2 months, which I find pretty cool. Just because it's kind of inefficient. The doctor said that's, you know, really good. Obviously, she's a little higher than average in height, but for the most part, she's doing really good. We had a couple episodes that I wanted to talk to the doctor about recently, so I chose to start her on solids a little bit before her 6 months. There's some moms or some parents that have to start solids before or choose to start solids before they're 6 months because the baby needs more, they're starting to grow, they're starting to get more hungry, or even for the simple fact that, you know, baby really isn't getting enough from formula, so they want to fill up a little bit more, so they'll start solids, whether that's cereal, whether that's fruit, veggies. Every baby's different. So we started about 5.5 weeks, and it was going great. You know, I started with bananas, I froze some bananas, I cut them in half, and then when I would take them out to feed her, I would just kind of like take the spoon and brush off of it, and it would just kind of come off like ice cream. So she liked it. It was cooling for her mouth, and it tasted good, obviously. Well, then all of a sudden, on the 11th of this month, she out of nowhere was projectile vomiting. And I luckily was in the shower right there because I had had her fall asleep in our bedroom instead of up here on the 2nd floor. And I heard her crying, so I'm like, okay, well maybe she's just waking up. I look out and there's just, you know, poor thing was getting sick, so she kept getting sick, so within 2 hours she got sick 7 times. So I was calling the doctor, and you know, I've never experienced this yet, so I was kind of freaking out. I called my husband, and I didn't know what to do because I thought for sure, you know, something was wrong, because it wasn't just like, okay, she got sick a couple times, like it was, she kept getting sick and then there was something left in her stomach, so poor thing was just miserable. So I had made her appointment. Well, after that 2-hour craziness, she took a nap for 3 hours, and I was like, man, she really needed that sleep. So I called to touch bases with them, because they were like, you know, call back. So I called back, and they were like, well, you know, it's up to you, but she seems okay, and if she's bad tonight, you can come in tomorrow. I'll have a walk-in appointment. So thankfully, she was fine the rest of the night, so I canceled that appointment because I didn't want to waste anyone's time, because she seemed okay, you know. So that passed. So I'm like, okay. So then, you know, we've tried pears, we've tried apples, we've tried carrots, which she didn't like. You know, we've just tried several things. So she's been kind of weird about solids right after that. So then I'm like, okay, well, I ran out of bananas, so let me try bananas again a week later. Well then, that same day, she gets sick again. I'm like, it must be the bananas. So she wasn't as bad the second time that she got sick, but it was definitely really scary because she's this little thing, and she's just, like, her stomach is just caving in, and I just felt so bad for her. So I went to the doctors, and I said, hey, you know, is she allergic? Like, what's going on? And at the same time, she's been having this rash go on. So it started behind her neck. And it's cleared up now, so I can't really show you. But now it's behind her leg. So I went to the doctor's for that, and she's like, oh, it's dry skin with the weather change, and you giving her baths, you know, longer baths, and it's just, you know, babies, like, it's normal, like, don't worry about it. But now it's behind her legs, and it's got really inflamed. So the doctor recommended this cream. It's a, I forget what it's called, I apologize, but long story short, I'm going to try this cream on the back of her legs, and hopefully that will clear up, but she doesn't think it's like an allergic, like, reaction from the bananas or anything. Yeah. So she's a happy baby, of course. She's always been really happy since day one. I can really tell when something's wrong with her. You know, like today we got some vaccines, the last part of our vaccines, and also her flu shot. I choose to give my child vaccines. I don't judge other moms. It's your child. It's your choice. And me and my husband both agree that it's just what we think is best for our child. So she got the flu shot today. One of 2 parts. We'll go back again next month and she'll get the second part. And for getting 4 shots in her leg, she's doing really good. Last time we went, which was 4-month checkup, she was just fussy the whole day and sad. And you can just really tell on Kyleigh, you know. Because she's such a happy baby, when something's wrong, she can really show you, you know, she seems down, no energy, or just kind of sluggish, or every time she would move her legs, bend them, since they were, you know, had got the vaccinations, every time she would extend them, she would really get upset. But she's starting to really talk more, and she likes to mock me if I say, Kyleigh, she'll go, ah, or, you know, just like that level change in her voice. She likes to blow bubbles. You blow bubbles? She likes to open her mouth and give kisses. She's still teething a lot. I check her teeth every day, and there's no cut teeth yet. You can kind of see them, white things pushed up against the gums there. So I give her, you know, the cold teething toys. But she likes to scream as well now. She's found her voice, so she likes to yell and scream. Yeah. What else do you like to do? She's always loved to play with toys, but now that she's getting older, she kind of gets bored with one and wants another, so we have a variety that I try and keep up with, right? Her hair's finally starting to grow. Poor thing. Me and Mike, my husband, we're both pretty bald from, you know, beginning until almost a year, so not too much hair from us, but she's growing some hair. Her hearing and her eyesight seem, you know, doing great. She's very responsive to everything, and she puts everything in her mouth, like most 6-month-olds, including her feet and her whole fist, sometimes both fists. Right? Right? Our sleeping pattern has been really good since about 2 months. 2 months of age. I've been pretty fortunate. I know some moms have had struggles with sleeping through the night. At this point, I usually try and put her down between 7:30 and 8 because we start bath time at 7, and then we'll read, and then usually she gets pretty tired and fussy, so I can usually get her to sleep by 8, and then she'll wake up usually by 12 or 1. Hey! By 12 or 1. I will change her, I will nurse her, and then I'll put her back to sleep, and then usually she's up about 6:30 for the day. Nap schedule, so I had really hard time in the beginning getting her to nap. She's just that stubborn little one who doesn't want to take naps until she's exhausted, and then she's miserable, and then she doesn't even want to go to sleep. So we take 2 naps. We usually take one about 2 to 3 hours after she's woke up for the day, so I can usually get my breakfast in or my shower in, which is great. And then we do one in the afternoon. Sometimes I just try and read her, or if we're out, she'll just fall asleep in the car, so I get pretty lucky. But she's good about that, falling asleep while we're out. While we're out and about, she'll fall asleep in the car seat, in the carrier, in the stroller. But if we're home and, you know, she's playing or doing something, she won't just fall asleep on her own. So I usually have to wrap her, nurse her, all that jazz. So she's doing great in the crib. She likes the crib. I think, you know, really the pack and play was just hard. For a lot of moms who I think struggle in the beginning with sleep, I swear it's the mattress and the comfort. Once baby gets into a comfortable sleeping area, they sleep longer, they sleep happier. So, poor Kyleigh is not feeling good. We had a bit of a blow up, and I had to stop the update. But that will conclude this vlog. I'm just going to end it here because it's probably going to be a rough rest of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Peace. Say bye, Kyleigh. Say bye. Say bye. Yeah. Oh, you want to jump now? You're going to hurt your leggies. Say goodbye. Say make sure you give it a thumbs up. You say bye? Say bye.